Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Tech Guys Who Invest podcast, where each week we provide you with nuggets, knowledge, and strategies on how to invest wisely and safely. This time, though, with Thanksgiving on the way, we wanted to express our gratitude to you listeners, those who have supported us, and we wanted to just talk about what we are grateful for in our lives because we invest to make sure that we can have a lifestyle that we want. And we recognize the power of gratitude, and we wanted to share that with all of you.
So, Kevin, what are you thankful for?
That is a good question. Of course, that'd be the first question. I am grateful for a lot of things. Of course, my friends and family, my loving and supporting girlfriend. Those are things that I'm always grateful for. And I remind myself how important those people are in my life. Those individuals have shaped me, and they inspire me to want to be better. I'm also grateful for each day I wake up, because each day I wake up is an opportunity for me to learn something new, for me to take a step towards achieving financial freedom. I'm also grateful for the podcast because I think the podcast has given us a vehicle to share our ideas about why we love investing. And it's helped shift some mentalities from the people that I've spoken to and have reached out to us and engaged with us, that I never thought about investing this way. I didn't know about notes until your podcast. Like, all of that is great. And I love the result of being able to share what we believe in, share what we've learned to help bring people along the path towards financial freedom as well.
Sometimes the best gifts are ones that you didn't see coming. And what you just mentioned about the podcast is something that we share. And I feel the same way. I'm very thankful for it as well. And didn't realize I would think of it in that way. I mean, when we started it, I thought, wow, this sounds like a fun thing to do and we'll learn a ton. And, it is all that. But you're right. I've spoken with some people who have told me that it's changed their lives in a positive way, and they've learned so much they haven't. And I thought, wow, I'm really humbled and blown away and grateful for that. I love that.
So, what are you grateful for, Adam?
Well, I'm definitely grateful for my family, my beautiful wife Judy, my beautiful daughters Savannah and Angelica. That's always the first thing I think of when I think of what I'm grateful for. uh, I'm grateful for my Lord Jesus, which you don't hear me say that on the show a lot, but when we're talking about what we're thankful for, I really am grateful for that. Um, I'm grateful for the opportunities I have. I
Yeah,
feel like I'm so fortunate to have a lot of the opportunities I do. The fact that we live in this country where we're allowed to have free speech, we're allowed to do what we're doing here, Kevin. We're also allowed to change our position in life. I Not long ago, I thought I was kind of in a place where I belonged and it's who I was. And I didn't realize that I can change that. I can determine my destiny.
absolutely.
I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful that I learned that and that I'm able to change it. And as I take action and I begin to experience the change and the growth, it's just really profound to me.
That's huge. I like that what you said is that grateful for the opportunity, and that the progress, being able to change where your situation was. So, how has gratitude helped you in the investor journey?
Kevin, I write what I'm grateful for every morning.
Me too.
Uh, do you do the savers routine?
I do try that. I do. Yes, I do. Maybe sometimes the variation will change,
Yeah.
but for the most part, I do like the Savers routine. So for the listeners who don't know, Savers is an acronym, and it's from, I think, the Millionaire Morning
Miracle Morning. It's
Miracle
Hal
Morning. How
Hal
Elrod.
Elrod. We'll
Yeah,
put that in the show notes.
and it's silence, affirmations, visualizations, exercise, reading, and scribing. Because
Yeah.
journaling at the end wouldn't sound right. It'd be save J.
So as part of the scribing part of that, I write down what I'm grateful for. And I kind of mash up things I learned. So I got that from Tony Robbins. Something
Yeah.
he says that you should do is spend time acknowledging things you're grateful for every day. So I thought, why don't I make that part of what I scribe? So part of what I scribe is things I'm grateful for, and almost every morning I do that.
Yeah. I
And
don't feel right when I don't get
awesome.
that routine in.
Man, it's amazing how much it helps me orient my day and just get the day started right.
Absolutely. And when I journal about things I'm grateful for, I try to make it specific and try not to repeat, because you can say the same things over and over again, and
Same.
there's nothing wrong with feeling grateful for those around you, your family, your friends, your loved ones. But I find that really finding something specific to be grateful for makes you be more present and mindful of the situation, of the things that you have in life that you tend to overlook.
I agree, and that I think that's part of the answer to your question about how has being grateful really helped you or changed you, and that's a big part of it. And then the other thing is, it's amazing how it kind of works to make the energy around you support what it is that you're thinking about, right? Um,
Absolutely.
so when you're writing what you're grateful for, it seems like it encourages that and makes it better almost, or
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
it work. So um, I'll I'll sometimes do that, particularly if I'm struggling with something. Um, I'll write that I'm grateful for this, the thing, like take the positive out of it, right? So like if you're focusing on the negative, like say you had a fight with a loved one,
Right.
then I'll write, I am grateful for that loved one. And then what it does is it kind of it replaces the negative of the spat with the positive of you being grateful for them. It completely changes things.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% on that, and I want to piggyback on that. So that whole gratitude, when you're in kind of the most upset mood you can be, or you're just in a funk, I like to think of it as a pattern interrupt. And you'll hear that when people negotiate, they'll throw something in there just to throw the thought pattern off of the person they're negotiating with, so that they're caught off guard. And I find that gratitude does that for me when I'm in a low, and it helps kind of reset the course of where I want to go, because I'm reminding myself I am in a great position. This is what I'm grateful for. And I can relieve myself of that negative energy by being grateful.
I love that. Yeah, that's fantastic. And that concept of pattern interrupt, really cool. So we live in my opinion, the greatest country in the world. And I am super thankful for that. And around this time of Thanksgiving, I would be remiss if I didn't call out how thankful I am to be living here.
Agreed.
And I mean, the ability to invest in real estate here in the greatest country in the world is just something I'm truly grateful for.
And I think recognizing your own position, we talked about this earlier, and being able to change it, I think is something that I'm 100% grateful for. I know that that doesn't apply to absolutely everybody. There aren't very many absolutes in life, but if you are in the position where you can change it, do it. I mean, it's you have control of how your situation can pan out. And I think that taking action is the biggest way to do that.
Yeah, I agree. And I would love to hear from some of our listeners about things you're grateful for. I think that would be really cool for you to share with Kevin and I and other Tech Guys Who Invest listeners about something you're grateful for this time of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, let us know. And also, what's your favorite Thanksgiving dish? Because I love food, and
Oh
kind of throw that out there.
man, boy, just one. Woo, that's super hard. Okay, like bourbon sweet potatoes mashed. That's really awesome.
That
And
sounds
then
delicious.
turkey. I totally love turkey. I can eat it for like a week after Thanksgiving. Doesn't last that long,
Yeah.
you know. What about you, Kevin?
Oh man, I would say I love pumpkin pie.
Oh yeah.
And so pumpkin pie is it's weird because if I it's not my favorite pie, but the fact that it is associated with the holidays and Thanksgiving, and I eat it on Christmas also, I think there's that there's that nostalgia feeling also to it. And when I eat the pumpkin pie, I know that I'm in the holidays, so the holiday cheer kind of is associated with that. Another thing that I really enjoy. So in my family, we do the traditional turkey as well and the traditional Thanksgiving food. But my dad will take the turkey leftovers and repurpose it into a Filipino dish, and it is just delicious.
I have to get some of that, man.
I do
I've
too.
got to get some of that. I thought you were going to say Pancit.
Oh, that's also a good one. We have that too, and that's delicious.
Yeah, and if you don't know what that is, you should Google the Filipino dish Pancit.
Pancit. We'll put that in the show notes too.
Absolutely, we will.
So,
Happy
how can
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving? Okay, now I wanted to ask, how can somebody use gratitude to help them as an investor?
One
I don't know
thing
if you
that comes to
can.
mind is by by coming at it from a place of authenticity and goodwill and wanting to do the right thing will ensure that it's a win-win for everyone involved. If you're grateful for the opportunity, for what you have, for the chance to add value to everyone involved in the transaction, it's going to benefit everyone. And I think that, that's a way of coming at it with this grateful attitude might be beneficial.
That's a fantastic answer, Adam. I don't think I can answer it any better. I agree with you 100%. Using that gratitude to be humble, to recognize how you can add value to investors is probably one of the greatest things you can do as a newer investor, or even experienced investor, that can help push you along to your investor journey.
Excellent. Excellent. So we just want to say happy Thanksgiving to all of our listeners. We hope you and your families have an awesome Thanksgiving. And from the tech guys who invest, we just want to say happy Thanksgiving, everyone.